LeBron James, a four-time NBA champion, billionaire mogul, and self-proclaimed king, just pulled off what may be the wildest self-own of his entire career.
Where's the powder?
Left it at home.
LeBron, fans want to know where you're taking your talents this year. What's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm going to be taking my talents.
It wasn't another playoff choke or some viral meltdown. It was a Hennessy ad. The same guy who's been calling himself the GOAT just faked a retirement to sell cognac, and the internet lost its mind. The backlash hit like a tsunami. Fanfare saying this might be the final nail in his carefully built legacy.
An iconic sports moment because we'd never seen anything like that. It was a goatish sort of endeavor.
LeBron dropped what he called the second decision, a not-so-subtle callback to that infamous 2010 ESPN special where he announced he was taking his talents to South Beach. You remember that, right?
Damn! Attention, attention, attention. What you starving for attention for? When Hennessy, because they paid you to do it? Yo, we won a finals in LA. When we talk about LeBron James, that's what we should be talking about. A finals appearance in La.
The hour-long ego trip that turned him from hero to villain overnight. Well, Hettried to run it back, but this time it wasn't for basketball glory. It was for a liquor deal. LeBron teased a major announcement. Social media was buzzing. Reporters were going crazy. Everyone thought he was finally hanging it up, demanding a trade. Or maybe, just maybe, admitting MJ's the real GOAT. Nope. Turns out it was...
To the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Why?
Like I said before, I feel like it's going to give me the best opportunity to win and to win for multiple years. And not only just to win in the regular season or just to win 5 games in a row or 3 games in a row. I want to be able to win championships. And
that was the conclusion I woke up with this morning. The whole setup, the dramatic tone, the fake seriousness, the big I've made my decision moment, all leading to a bottle of Hennessy. And the timing couldn't have been worse. Ticket prices for Lakers games had already shot through the roof because fans thought they were watching his final season. Then he drops the stunt. People felt played and they weren't quiet about it. Twitter went off. Fans calling it corny but cringe and a total clown move. These weren't random haters either. These were loyal LeBron fans feeling straight up betrayed. Even Stephen A. Smith, who's defended LeBron for years, couldn't spin it this time. He called it cringy and tone-deaf. Chris Mad Dog Russo roasted it too, saying it was beneath a legend and wondering if LeBron even knows how fans see him anymore. And Shannon Sharp, usually LeBron's #1 defender, even he looked uncomfortable.
Everyone's on pins and needles across the country. You ready to go, LeBron? Where's the powder?
Left it at home.
LeBron, fans want to know where you're taking your talents this year. What's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm going to be taking my talents to Hennessy VSOP.
VSOP? And this was the conclusion you woke up with this morning?
Meanwhile, Skip Biss, he was thriving. He said, "This is exactly who LeBron has always been." What a mess. Skip Biss didn't hold back. He said, "LeBron's nothing but a manufactured personality desperate for attention." And honestly, for once, Skip...
What do you make of LeBron James' second decision?
Well, I think one critic said it best when they said that if you make a bad movie, typically you don't have a sequel. So if you look at the decision and the manner in which that was handled and the way it served to alienate folks back at that time, you would think that he wouldn't want to remind people of that, considering the heat he took from that. And unfortunately, he was tone deaf, and that's not the decision. That's not the path that he took. This was corny as hell. It was cringy. It was all of that. We know this. You're promoting an alcoholic beverage and trying to give people the impression that this could be your final season, that you might end up retiring. And so, one other person joked and they said, you know what, that's like Jordan. Compare that to Jordan.
This isn't new behavior. LeBron's been running the same tired play 4 years after getting swept by the Warriors in 2018. Retirement talk after losing to Denver in the 2023 Western Conference Finals. More retirement teasing. Every time his season ends in disappointment, the man fires off cryptic tweets about being tired or wanting to spend more time with family. It's become a cycle. Predictable, performative, and straight up exhausting. Bill Simmons called it way back on his podcast. LeBron doesn't retire. He just holds your attention hostage until the next storyline.
It was an iconic sports moment because we'd never seen anything like that. It was a goatish sort of endeavor by a guy who's clearly not the GOAT, but it was the one thing off the court that was goatish. It was memorable. And to take that decision, and stoop to cheapen it, to sell it out, to make money, to launch some new Hennessy brand of cognac? Really? You would stoop to that, LeBron? At this stage and age, as you enter year 23, age 40, you would stoop so far as, pardon my language, just to piss all over your iconic moment in favor of making God knows how many millions from Hennessy to piggyback this as the second decision. LeBron, are you that starved for attention now because the Lakers have pissed all over you? Is that what just happened? My God, you prostituted your iconic moment to make your killing from Hennessy. As much as I doubt you, LeBron, I thought you were better than.
And that's exactly what's happening. Again, none of this is raw emotion or soul searching. It's marketing psychology. A tactic to keep fans emotionally hooked until the next move drops. But there's a catch. Every fake scare cheapens the real thing. When LeBron actually hangs it up one day, Noon's going to cry. They'll just shrug. The moment won't feel legendary. It'll feel stale. H. Charles Barkley nailed it on Inside the NBA. You can't keep crying wolf and expect people to show up when the wolf actually comes. LeBron's turned himself into the boy who cried retirement. Next time he hints at being done, don't expect shock or sadness. Expect relief. And that's the saddest part for a guy who's supposed to be one of the greatest ever to touch a basketball. Now let's go deeper. LeBron's entire legacy feels engineered. Don't twist this. His numbers are real. 4 rings, 4 MVPs, the all-time scoring record. No one's denying that. But the image surrounding him, that's been meticulously built by Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, Maverick Carter, and a media machine willing to play along. Remember the decision in 2010? That wasn't just a free agency moment. It Waste Levi's theater. From the dramatic lighting to the tagline, taking my talents to South Beach, it was all part of the brand. And that not 1, not 2, not 3 parade in Miami, that was pure scripting, PR gold. Fast forward to 2014 and the I'm Coming Home announcement, a beautifully written Sports Illustrated essay by Lee Jenkins, sold as LeBron's heartfelt redemption letter. Perfectly timed, perfectly packaged, a media masterpiece. Now we've got full-blown campaigns like Forever King and non-stop highlight reels across social media, pushing his GOAT narrative before he's even retired. It's not legacy building through greatness. It's greatness built through branding. Even back in 2011, Bill Simmons and Dan Levitar were already warning people. Simmons said, LeBron felt scripted and inauthentic, while Levitt pointed out how every move seemed focus-grouped and calculated. Compare that to MJ or Kobe. Love them or hate them, their legacies came from blood, sweat, and real moments on the hardwood. They didn't need PR teams manufacturing storylines or fake retirement teasers to sell sneakers. Their greatness spoke for itself. LeBron, though, he built an empire around looking great instead of just being great, and people are finally waking up to it. The media machine that's been protecting LeBron for years is cracking, and let's start with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. is the king of playing both sides. One minute he's preaching LeBron's greatness. The next he's calling him tone-deaf and cringe. He changes his stance faster than LeBron changes teams. It's not journalism anymore. It's entertainment. Everything's about views, clicks, and trending clips, not truth. Stephen A. will spend half a season hyping LeBron as the GOAT, then flip on live TV when public opinion shifts. That's note analysis. That's that guy. That's performance art. Meanwhile, Skip Biss, love him or hate him, stays consistent. You always know where Skip stands, and that's what makes him dangerous. He doesn't bend with the wind. He is the storm. Now, behind the noise, real moves are brewing. Reports dropped that the Warriors have serious interest in LeBron. Yeah, you heard that right. The team that crushed him in the finals might be his next destination. Word is LeBron's been frustrated in LA this offseason. Tension's been bubbling ever since those Anthony Davis trade whispers started flying. Lakers management seems tired, like they're just over the LeBron experience. The Hollywood honeymoon's long gone. They're already looking toward the Luka era, the next young superstar to market and build around, and for the first time ever, LeBron's the one who might be unwanted. That's wild. He could have tested free agency this summer. walked away clean, pocketed his $50 million, and written his next chapter, but instead he opted in with the Lakers. That move told everyone this. The market isn't what it used to be for LeBron James. If any team wants him now, they're taking on an aging legend with a massive $50 million salary and maybe one season left in the tank. That's a risky deal no matter how you spin it. The Warriors know it too. That's why they'd only consider a short-term run, maybe 2 years max, to close out both his and Steph's careers in style. It's a blockbuster dream scenario. Curry, LeBron, Draymond, Klay all chasing one last ring together. The marketing alone would print money, but making that deal happen a nightmare. Matching salaries means losing multiple rotation players, and no contender wants to gut its roster for one fading star. Even if his name is LeBron James, the Lakers could try forcing a 3-team trade, but those are a mess to pull off this late in the offseason. Most rosters are already set, and nobody's trying to gamble their chemistry right before camp.
Disappointed in LeBron because he had to know that these fools on TV were going to talk about it all the time. I tell people, I got so frustrated the other day watching television. The first 2 stories were LeBron retiring, not about how great the Denver Nuggets played, how great the Joker is. It was about, is LeBron, and hell no, LeBron ain't gonna retire.
Whoa, you're saying it was a work. You're saying it was a work to distract everybody. Whoa.
Yes.
No.
And listen, hey, I love LeBron, but he knew what he was doing.
Their chemistry right before camp. Here's the truth. The Lakers front office has quietly accepted that they're not chasing banners anymore, at least not with LeBron leading the charge. They're protecting cap space and planning for what's next. Meanwhile, LeBron's camp is scouting every angle, keeping those Warriors whispers alive and letting the league know he's still open for business by 2026. Don't be shocked if LeBron's wearing a different jersey or else is known at all. Whether it's retirement or relocation, the end of his Lakers run feels real this time. The only question is, will anyone still care when it happens? If you made it this far, hit that like button, drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild NBA stories.